the blocks close to you, just by the side of your sticky mat. And let's start the practice by laying down on our back with the knees bent and feet pressing flat on the mat. Relax your shoulders. Keep your arms by your side at a slight distance away from your waist, and keep your palms facing up. Lower your chin closer to your chest and feel a slight elongation along the back of your neck. And once you are settled in your position, gently close your eyes and just breathe in and out through your nose. Relax, natural breathing, and start to notice the areas in your body where you are making contact with the ground. The soles of your feet, your sacrum, your lower back, the back of your shoulders, your arms, the back of your hands, the back of your head, and just release the weight of your physical body through those areas. Release the weight to the support of the earth beneath you. With every exhale, soften and relax for now. And let's bring your awareness even closer, further into the observation of your breathing. You could grab one of the block and place it on top of your abdomen and observe how you feel about that, about having a light weight of the yoga block on top of your abdomen, and see if you could use the block as a tool to give you feedback about your breath. Feel the block rising up and down as you inhale and exhale. If for whatever reason you are not liking the feeling of the block on top of your abdomen, please remove and just continue to observe your breathing. Let's stay for a couple more breaths. And after your next exhale, remove the block to the side and stay here, laying down on your back, but just extend both of your legs. Press your heels firmly on the mat and start pointing and flexing your feet while pressing the heels so they stay on the spots where they are, and relax the rest of your body, especially your spine. Relax your arms and bring the whole of your body into this gentle rocking motion that is initiated by the movement of your feet. Relax both feet. Bend your right knee and bring the right thigh close to your chest. Interlace your fingers and pull the front of your right knee to bring the right thigh really close to your chest. And keep the right hand on your right knee as you place your left hand on your left hip and start to guide and circle the right thigh bone around the hip socket, making circles with your right leg. Start with a small circle and gradually widen the circle and reverse, and press your left hand gently on your left hip to keep the left hip grounded on the mat, and start to slow down, and finally release back the right foot on the mat. Straighten the right foot, bend the left knee, interlace the finger and pull the front of your left knee to bring the left thigh close to your chest, and place the right knee on top of the right hip and use your left hand to guide the left thigh to circle around the hip socket. Start with a small circle and gradually make it bigger. Press your right hip with your right hand, stabilize the hips, and reverse the circle. And finally, slow down, place the left foot on the mat, grab one of the block and place it under your sacrum. So you will want to place the long side of the block across your sacrum, like so. And make sure that you are placing the block on the sacrum, or place the sacrum on the block and not the lower back. So the sacrum is the bony part just below your lower back. So place your sacrum and bend your knees and move into butterfly leg position, Baddha Konasana, where you press the soles of your feet together and open up your knees to both sides. So externally rotating both of your hips. And just stay for a couple of breaths. So keeping the left hip in external rotation, you will bring the right hip to close and open. So into an internal and external rotation. So it's like a half windshield wiper and half butterfly. And then release the right hip into Baddha Konasana and we'll move the left hip into a windshield wiper movement, closing and opening. And then both hips externally rotate back into Baddha Konasana, and this time again extend the legs and keep the left leg active. You can flex the left foot as you point the right foot and then raise the leg up. Point the right foot towards the ceiling and then flex the right foot and lower the right leg down. Point the right foot up, flex, down, point, up, flex, down. Keep going for several more rounds. Make the movement very fluid. Point the foot to move the leg up and flex to move the leg down. Last one, point, leg up, flex, leg down. And keep the right leg active, but right heel on the floor, on the mat, as you point the left foot and raise the left leg up, flex the foot, lower it down, point up, flex down, point up, flex down, keep going. Make the movement very smooth. Last one, up and down. And from there, gently lift your sacrum off the block and remove the block. And this time, we'll use 2 blocks. We'll place the first one in between our shoulder blades, and the second one slightly further to support our head. So start to position so that the first block that is closer to you, it will be wedged in between your shoulder blades on your upper back area. Oh, and you can grab the hand towel to create an extra padding for the first block. So in case that you are not feeling very comfortable having the block in between your shoulder blades, so the hand towel will be nice for padding. Rest your head on the second block and press your feet firmly on the mat, as you will need to raise your lower back off the mat. So use the strength of your feet, engage your legs, engage your glutes to raise the lower back. So try not to use most of the lower back muscle to create this lift, but use more of your glutes and your legs to provide the strength to stay in this position. And from there, reach your body up and squeeze your shoulder blades. Squeeze the blocks with the shoulder blades, and then spread the shoulder blades away, moving away from the block, and squeeze and spread and squeeze and spread. Continue and notice that your arms will move up and down as you squeeze and spread your shoulder blades. And from there, make a gentle circle with your shoulder blades, and feel the sensation of your shoulder blades moving around the block, and reverse the circle. And release the hands back down, release the hips on the mat, and gently roll to your side, and keep the blocks aside for now. Just come into your easy seated position. Cross your legs in front of you. Just wiggle your hips a little bit and make sure that you are feeling your sitting bones making contact with the mat. Sit taller, ribs in, shoulders relax, and push the chin back and tuck the chin down slightly, so you are looking straight forward. And from there, round the neck to bring your head to look down towards your belly button. Turn to look towards your right shoulders, and then drop your right ear towards your right shoulders. Drop the head back and across. So now you are bringing your left ear towards your left shoulders. Turn the neck, looking towards your left shoulders, and drop the chin down and forward again towards your belly button. And then from there, roll the neck to look up as you bring your shoulders towards your ears. And then look forward, relax the shoulders. Look down towards your belly button. Turn to look towards your left shoulders. Drop the left ear to the left shoulders. Circle the head across the back to the right side. Turn, looking towards your right shoulders. Swipe the chin down, looking towards your belly button. Start to unroll the neck and start to look up as you bring your shoulders towards your ears. And look forward, release the shoulders. We will move into some side bending and a simple twist with the assistance of the block. So first, we'll do the twist. So sit on one of the block and place the second block behind you at a bit of distance. Straighten the left leg, bend the right knee, and with the left arm, hug the right knee and place the right hand on top of the block behind you. Come into your twist, and instead of resting your right hand on the block behind, you want to press against the block with your right palm. And breathe. You could actually feeling the expansion of your torso pressing against your right thigh as you inhale. And then release. And twist to the second side. So do not change the block position. You will only straighten the right leg, bend the left knee, hug the left knee with the right arm, and place the left hand on the block behind you. Come into your twist, and again, instead of just resting on the block, you want to push away and breathe. And release back to the center. And this time we'll move into a side bend in Janu Sirsasana position. So bend the right knee, but this time you will place the sole of your right foot on the inner side of your left thigh. Extend the left leg and align the left leg, the straight leg, alongside the long side of the mat. And then place your left hand on the hand towel and just start to slide the towel away from you and bring it back for a few times. Just gently bringing yourself into a side bending towards your left leg. And then once you are in your deepest side bend, grab one of the block and place your right hand on the block and press against that block to open the front of your chest towards the front of the room. Stay here, or if you could maintain that opening, you could bring that right arm up and over your head towards the left side, and see if you can even side bend lower and touch the left toes with your right hand. This is totally optional. If by trying to reach the toes you are drooping your shoulders down, then please press the blocks, open the chest. And then raise your right arm up, slide back the hand towel, bring your torso up, and we'll move into Janu Sirsasana on the second side. So this time, bend the left knee, place the soles of the left foot on the inner side of the right thigh. Extend the right leg parallel to the long side of the mat. Again, using the hand towel to slide yourself down and up few times, just to prepare your body to come into a side bend over the right leg. And finally, go into your deepest side bend for today. Place the block in front of you. Press with your left hand against the block to open the front of your chest. Stay here. Or if you are able to maintain the opening of the chest, you could go lower. Reach the left arm up and over the head. And maybe look for the right toes with the left fingertips. And stay and breathe for one more inhale. Exhale. Inhaling, rise up. Drag the hand towel back towards you. And now is the time to move into all four. So come into your knees and palms, but we will place the palms this time on the two blocks in front of us. Press your knuckles and your finger pads firmly on the blocks as you lift your palms and the base of your palms off the blocks and place them down. Lift the palms and place them back down and keep going. All the time you want to press the knuckles and the finger pads and just lifting the palms and the base of the wrist. And finally release. And this time we will take one of the block, bring it closer to our hips and place one of the knee on top of the blocks. So again, you could pad the block with the hand towel to create a nice cushion for your knee. So you will come into all four with one knee on the block and one knee hovering off the mat. So the knees are side by side, but one is on the block and one is floating freely. And then from there, you will lift the hips of the floating knee up and down. So hiking the hip up and lower it down. And last one, bring the hips up, the hips of the floating knee as high as possible, and then straighten the leg. And instead of leaning towards the hips that has the knee supported on the block, you want to kick with that straight leg. Imagine there is a wall on the other side and you try to push against the wall with your straight leg. So flex the foot and push towards the straight leg. And bend the knees, lower it down, and remove the block for now. And come back into the Marichyasana. So straighten the knees that was on the block just now, and bend the other knee. Place the foot on the inner side of the straight leg, and you want to forward fold with a twist. So forward fold to the straight leg, but then twist your body to create a stretch along the outer side of the straight leg. Just stay for one more breath. Inhale, come up, and let's bring in the block again. And we'll place the second knee. So I place my right knee first on the block, and this time I will place my left knee. Come into my all four with left knee on the block and right knee floating off the mat. The knees are side by side, and I will start to hike my right hip up and down. This is called a hip hiker, and you will notice that the works, you actually feel the works on the legs that is resting on the block and not so much on the hips that are moving up and down. Okay, and then bring this right hip to the highest position possible and start to straighten the right leg. And again, instead of leaning towards your left hip, you want to push, kick with that with the right foot against an imaginary wall on the right side. Flex the right foot and push towards the right side. Keep pushing and bend the right knee and lower the right knee on the mat. And let's come back into Marichyasana. Straighten the knee that was on the block. So for me, it is my left knee, and my right leg will be on the Marichyasana. Bend knee, soles of the foot on the inner side of the straight leg, and I will forward fold into the straight leg, but then I will add a gentle twist. So I'm going actually towards the outer side of the straight leg and stay in a forward fold with a twist, feeling the stretch alongside the outer of my left leg. Inhale, come up. Place the two blocks in the front of your mat. Step, placing your feet in between the blocks. Keep the feet slightly apart. Stay in your forward fold for now. And slowly, with the soft bend of your knees, you will start to unroll your spine, keeping your and slowly unrolling up into standing mountain pose. And from mountain pose, start to roll your neck, roll your upper back, your lower back, and come back down into forward fold. Keep the knees soft. Place your hands on the blocks, and with an inhale, start to unroll back up. And unroll and roll down into forward fold. We'll do two more of that spinal roll up and down, but you could try doing it this time by standing on the block. So place the block together side by side and stand on them and start to do the same movement. And roll the spine. Keep your arms very relaxed, just like dead weights. And once you start to unroll and come up to standing. We'll do one more time. Roll down.
Roll up.